So it's Saturday morning. We are not in the yard today. On an adventure. I've even brushed my hair, look. On an adventure. I'm not alone. See who we've got here. Look, we've got Michelle. We've got Daniel. Now we've got...
Yeah, they'll take you. Come over here.
And now we've got Mr. We've got Rick of YouTube.
Good morning.
Rick of YouTube fame. How are we doing?
How are you?
Good, thank you. And Paul. It was a very coincidental that I actually got the camera out just before you turned up.
Hello with you.
Morning.
How are you?
How are we doing? It's all right.
You well?
No, this is another famous YouTuber here. So there we go. So we're now at Folkestone and we're on an adventure. We are going to Hanover, to Agritechnica. So we're up with Rick. Rick does YouTube as well. So go and look at his channel, Caddis. Caddis, yeah. Go and have a look. He's actually doing really well and his subscribers are growing quite quickly. So we've got to get out together to keep ahead of him, really. There we go. Anyway, the adventure continues. So who'd have thought we'd be back here? Michelle's laughing. So I've just done. This is take 2, by the way. I just did a whole bit on here, and then decided it would probably work better by pressing the record button on the phone. So Michelle thinks that's funny. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, who'd have thought we'd be back here? Oh, we're going. We're on the move. So bye bye. Bonjour, mon ami.
Daniel, do you know any French?
Oh, you're filming? I didn't realise you was filming.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Hello. That's translation for those that don't understand.
I like it.
Already noticed the difference. Now we're in France. The sun is out.
Exactly.
Is that because we're kind of nearer the equator, southern? I don't know. Now we're machinery spotting in France. We're driving around in Germany on the way to Agritechnica, and we actually stayed about an hour outside of Hanover. So the hotel room was about a tenth of the price they are in Hanover. Anyway, driving in this morning, just the amazing thing is we're driving on these German roads. It's actually mind-blowing how clean and respectable the roads are. The cars first, there's no litter. The lay-bys have not got shredded tyres and bottles of yellow lemonade, things like that. Why can't we get our country back to this? Why are we doing so wrong compared to like these Germans? You know, but the roads are good, clean, the verge is clean. It's just amazing. It's actually quite shocking to realise how downhill our country's gone. What are your thoughts on that? Let us know in the boxes below. What do you think? What's gone wrong? Why are we in such become I don't know, a nation that doesn't care anymore? That's probably the point. A nation that doesn't care anymore. So let us know in the box below what you think. So anyway, right, let's now find some tractors. I'm sure as we went Agritechnica, I'm sure as machinery gets bigger. Because here we have a crop sprayer that Daniel is just walking along underneath. Wow.
It saves the need for a pit, doesn't it?
You what I'm saying?
It saves the need for a pit to do any service work.
They get bigger. We're in, this show is something else. We're just kind of in the sprayer section, which is like probably quite a big percentage of the size of Lammer in the UK on its own. Yeah, but that is some beast. Well, it didn't take us long to find fabulous JCB stand. What a stand. And how is this for a black telehandler? Super smart. So 54270 JCB. I guess it's going to be European spec. Got the hitch, different hitch on the back. Got the wheel chocks. What do you think of that for colour for a load-all? Although, ironically, the black paint on JCBs hasn't always been successful, has it? But how's that for a nice looking machine? As always with JCB, the showmanship and the presentation is amazing. The new 6000 fast tracks there. What a display. What an absolute awesome display of machinery. Cracking. Lots of new JCB products here on the show. 55570 load-all. So that's 5.5 tonnes, 7 metre each. Now, the fact that we run these things on a daily basis, a few little changes we've just noticed. The new hydraulic sight glass has now been moved on the chassis, which is probably a big improvement, I think. Massive big improvement there. And there's grease nipples. And now, I'll show you another one in a minute. The grease nipples on the front axle have been improved. So you can now get the grease nipple without having to try and manipulate and trying to get into there. So that, again, so big improvement on that one. They want to be on YouTube, look, there you go. So, JCB load show, that's probably going to be the star of the show. 6000 series fast track. Quite shocked, stunned, surprised how much physical bigger it is than the 4000 series. It's a beast, absolute beast of a machine. On a stunning display here at JCB. We usually speak to the guy that builds the displays, and we see him around a little bit. Lovely guy, lovely guy. But, well, what a presentation, but absolutely impressive machine, really is. I think one of our customers had one on trial to put on, well, on a evaluation, not valuation, just that, I don't know, you know what I mean, evaluation, that's the word. But what an absolute beast machine that is. 6000, so looks like a very similar cab to the 4000 series. The rest of it just seems like it's been on, sat in the fertiliser shed and grown. Animal machine. The film now is many people here, but an electric 403. Fairly certain. Now actually built in India. We've actually got JCB 403s in our fleet, but diesel's not electric. So, ideal for dairy farmers bedding down. Now, the other thing we're looking to put into our fleet, well, we have got a job in mind for these, are some JCB track skid steers. I'm trying to get that. We're looking to put some of these in a hire fleet shortly. So that's the plan. So what are people's experience of these? To use them? We'd like to know. This is the all new 270T. Again, I think these are actually made in America and brought over. But that is something that we are looking to add to our hire fleet in the very near future. CB Hospitality there, once again, at its best. Those people that know Daniel well knows that Daniel has a. You enjoy making complicated Lego technical things, don't you? He does. And now we have found the Lego version of agricultural machinery. Now, combines, tractors, a super fent there, all made out of Lego type bricks. So I think it actually looks super cool. There we go. There's whole ranges of all these different models. Next to it, combines, that's super cool. So, would you like to see this in our GCS shop on eBay from GCS? So, you would. Let us know. So the awesome thing is you come to these shows and then all of a sudden you go and find just this little gem of a product. There's nice calves, forage harvester there, and there's and look at this real nice one. There's a Massey TEA20 in Lego. Look at. So if anybody would like to buy one of these, let us know. We are hoping that we'll be bringing this and selling it in the UK. But yes, wow, look at that, brilliant. So these could easily be coming to the GCS website in the very, very near future. So there we go. For those people into foragers, the Jaguar 1200. I don't think I've heard of a 1200 before. So is that a new one? That's quite a cool thing. 4,096 tonnes silage harvested in 12 hours with one. Whether that was whole crop or maize, I don't know, but wow, that's seriously impressive. Those that know me do know that I'm seriously thinking, should we have one? Do you want to learn how to do foraging?
I don't want to learn how to put one on a lorry.
Did you notice that? He found a negative straight away. He found a negative straight away. Yes. What a beast of a machine that one. So I won't keep saying beast. That's the Joe Seals influence on me there. Actually, I think he's here somewhere. I believe he was coming out. So we'll see. I believe it was right years ago, Henry Ford, when he built the Model T car, where you could have any colour you like, as long as it was black. So it is black. The new colour. Agritechnica. We've had a black fire strike in the yard the other day. Now we've got the black telehandler over the 80th anniversary telehandler on JCB stand. And now we've got the black Solace. And I actually think it looks very, very cool actually. Super smart that one. But when you come to the show and you find lots of tractor brands you've never even heard of. So we've got, for example, this one over here, the Shandong Shangyu. That name up there anyway. Not sure how you pronounce it. So there's a tractor there. Okay, so there's loads of tractors here that we've never even heard of before. So, but Solace is a name that we do know. It goes on. We now have a black. Do you pronounce it as TAFE or do you pronounce it as TAF? I don't know. But another black tractor. We're going to see. Oh, hang on. And then, oh, there was another one. There we go. There's going to be an ongoing theme throughout this show, do you think? We'll find out. We've moved away from black now. Now we have found a pink. Mitsubishi maybe my Uncle Captain. Anybody heard of these brands of tractors? Another new one on me. Another new one on me. And we have a red one. And here we have a star track. Yeah, a little compact tractor with you don't have to get front compact and front linkage. And let alone front PTO. That's certainly a different spec tractor there, without a doubt. And you get two balloons with it as well. You don't get compact tractors here, look, with front PTO.
PTO, yeah.
Quite different. Is that a brand you've ever heard of before? No. I like the colour. Daniel's got himself a football. It's a long way to carry that round all day long.
I'm going to give it to his dog maybe one day if it makes it home.
Alright, there's a... Yeah. And I don't think it's always about all the big... So the big kit, but here's that for... It's a Lovell? GM 100 Pro Max Combine Harvester. With a chopper. Well, I appreciate that. It's probably it is very, very small in today's market. It wasn't when I was a kid. We had John Deere combines and that weren't. Yes, they were a little bit bigger than that, but sort of a 14-foot header. But Anybody ever run one of these in the UK? I wonder if PX Farms have ever demonstrated one of those. I somewhat doubt. So I've been in agriculture all my life, and here I'm at the show and I'm seeing brand after brand after brand of tractor names that I have never heard of. This one's a hand row. How come we've never heard of all of these different brands of tractors? Crazy world, crazy world. Anybody else heard of hand row? So obviously walking around the show we had to find, Daniel had to find the Unimogs stand. So we've had some great hospitality from Mercedes-Benz, absolutely great. So Daniel's found this one's, I think it's a new one, isn't it? A 530, even bigger still. And it sits bigger, far bigger. This is the one thing we had on demonstration, or the same size we had on demonstration, I believe. Awesome piece of kit. But this one here is by far even bigger. What an animal. So, I'm not even going to ask the price of that one, Daniel. That might scare me, but yeah. Very, very big piece of kit. Bigger tyres, bigger body. But it's 3-point linkage on there. We've come round to the Case IH stand. What a stand. You'd think you was at some sort of a supercar display rather than tractors. So there is a nice range. But there had to be a black one, didn't there? There had to be a black one. That's a Case 405 Magnum. Oh my word. The Magnum is impressive. Super. Magnum 405. Here we have a 440. Hell of a tractor. This tractor is huge. Proper 440. Built by farmers. The work and effort that goes into these stands is absolutely unbelievable. But the Optum, seriously big tractor. However, if you think this one's big, that one there is even bigger. That's a 785 Steiger, which I believe is the largest tractor now. But it's not. I don't think it's coming to the UK yet, but that is some tractor. Not quite sure how long before that comes to the UK. But I do believe that's the large production tractor around. Yeah. This really is some show, and I would honestly recommend anybody, if you like tractors, this is certainly a cracking show to have a look at what's coming out in the market. Awesome show. So, next to Case we have Stair. Again, really supersized tractors here. However, if you come this way, we have a very nice, very, very early Stair. I don't know how you pronounce that anyway, might be wrong. 1947. So, I think it's very safe to say that agriculture's changed somewhat from that to that. So as we move away from red, the air turns blue over this way. There's some showmanship goes on, isn't there, with these stands? Quite. So we have New Holland here. Forage harvesters, combine spaders. On this side we have tractors. So yeah, what's not to like? Come across this John Deere. It's not black, but it's silver. How's that smart work on the bonnet? Beautiful. That's some very, very smart looking 6250R. Well, over the years when I've been to Chandler's in Horncastle, I've often joked about all the different colour vultures you can find. Anyway, so here we are on the vulture stand at Agritechnica, and there's a display board of the colours you can have. So here it is, even that's called shadow black. You can have, these are the colours you can have in vulture. It's quite cool, it's quite nice, satin, whatever. There we go. And if you can't make your mind up, you buy this one. Then you buy the C135 with all the colours on. Tractor buying made easy. This is day 2 of Agritechnica, and we're staying. We're not staying in Hanover, we're actually staying in a lovely little village about 40 miles outside Hanover. It's absolutely beautiful. Proper old buildings, lovely church there. Absolutely gorgeous. So Team Caddis did a really good job here finding us this hotel. Something a bit different, we have just come across this, I've never heard of this brand of machine. It's that anyway.
Moreni.
How's it go, Rick?
Moreni.
Okay. Right. Big power how here. Proper nice looking bit of kit. But has anybody else ever seen a cooling fan on a gearbox? That's certainly that's the first on me. So if anybody else has ever seen one of those, Rick is now just trying to work out that it's longer than 6 foot. Oh no. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the anybody else seen a cooling fan? Hang on, this is going to be. I've got to take a picture of this. Hang on a minute. Right, here we go. I can only apologise about some of the company that I keep, but yeah, has anybody ever seen that? That's new. I've never heard of the brand, but it looks a massively well-built thing. But a fan on a gearbox, so something different. But we're in here now. There's loads of brands of machinery that we've never heard of again. I think we're in the cultivation kind of hall, so it's different as well, isn't it? Look, like an inter-row power harrow. Again, if you come to these events, you never see some of these things. I've never seen one like that before either. So, well, cool. Right. So we just found a plough, probably a Raptor Morrow. So come on, Dan, you'll come and stand next to that plough, give us some idea of scale.
Goes straight at mine, Michael.
There we go. You could put potatoes in deep with that, couldn't you?
You could put anything in
Yeah.
with that. You could bury some.
That is certainly some bit of kit there. So this is amazing, full of brands that Morrow doing dynamite. That's another huge plough. My word, yeah. Each year they get bigger and bigger. So the 9RX 830 9RX. I think this must be the biggest 9RX available. Massively getting bigger. All this stuff's getting bigger. Crazy world. What happens to you buy a tractor like that size? Who buys it when you're finished with it? How does its residual value work? If you know the answer, please let me know, because I'm quite amazed. So worryingly, as I keep walking around Agritechnica, I keep getting the urge to look at forage harvesters, which could turn out to be quite expensive. But just come onto the class stand, and I've got one here that's kind of stripped down, and quite fascinating, really. Well, if you like machinery, that could be. So, class forager here. Stripped down, really good example, but the bit that kind of I find quite impressive is the fact that where the crop goes in at the front, it's only quite a small area compared to the volume that you put through it on like with maize, things like that. I actually find quite fascinating that the speed that must go to get that crop through and out. Quite amazing. But yeah, good thing to look at. Now we're on the Crone stand. Vast array of kit. We find ourselves back with another forage harvester. Black one. It's quite good in black, I think. Which colour do you prefer, Michelle?
Hello?
Which colour forager do you prefer?
That one.
You quite like the black one. It's certainly grown from when I was a young child, I must admit. We have combines almost this size. Wow. I've just come across our favourite auctioneers. Euro auctions. We went and said hello to Euros, obviously. 2 days, 20, probably nearly heading towards 28,000 steps.
Yeah.
Walking around 26 exhibition halls. I assume we'll be losing weight for doing that, I'll tell you. So we have had absolutely, I think we had a great time, haven't we, looking around? Brilliant. And Team Cadiz, but they are still there somewhere. Had a great time looking around Agritechnica. If you're into farm machinery, I don't think there's another show that I've ever been to that has got the vast range of everything you can think of. Beyond explanation, it's there. Brands you've never heard of, but not just one, two. We've got 25 different cultivator manufacturers and powerhouse manufacturers. Never heard of. Tractor manufacturers, even combines. It's just unreal, absolutely unreal. So anyway, we had a great time. Also, and one of the highlights, well, I think probably the highlight, I bumped into my mate Donkey. I'm not sure we can call him Donkey much longer because he's 9.5 stone lighter. So what an inspiration and credit to some determination for that. So if you're watching Gareth, we love you lots, you know that. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please click subscribe. I'm really going to go and nip home now. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye for me. There we go. Job's good.